Dollar Power, a mining community in the Bole district of the Savannah region, is synonymous to Galamsey. The community was discovered and started around 2013 by one Saidu Muhammad, popularly known as Dollar Power. In less than a year, after the discovery of gold in the community, there was an influx of people from all over the country and beyond. You would be fortunate to get access to the Dollar Power community, and that's primarily because of the illegal mining activities going on in the community. You will have to traverse an incredible porous road, including crossing a river, before getting into the community. It became a populous community with over 17,000 inhabitants from within and outside the country. 9 years have passed and the community keeps expanding. However, the lack of basic social infrastructure such as schools, health centers, potable drinking water, among others, is a matter of concern to residents. The lack of education infrastructure has exposed children to certain social vices, including smoking of cannabis. But in the wake of all these challenges, residents say they are happy living here. Life in Dollar Power, though not rosy, but is hinged on a decentralized structure. Chief Executive Officer of TAMA Foundation has been commenting on the lack of educational facilities and other social amenities available to the over 17,000 population.
For whatever reason, we entered Dollar Power, basically or principally, was to identify gaps and see if we can draw the attention of government and other, organizations to come on board. I realize education, in terms of rating or prioritizing, education was on the low, absolutely on the low, especially when we have, over 3,000 people living here. And it has suburbs. We have Accra, we have Dablakoro. Accra has about over 2,000 people. Dablakoro has over 2,000. With Dollar Power, we are talking about close to 10,000 people. Every inhabitant of Dollar Power sees Dollar Power to be the world. To them, there is no better place than this community where they find themselves. And so, talking about education, is like they prioritize life here than actually leaving this community with their children to a place where they can find education. And so that certainly doesn't ring when you talk to them about it. Like I said, those a little above 10, they get quick access to money. That is where the problem starts. Children at a particular age are not supposed to get access to money, but they get access to money. And so they feel like they can live the adult life. So they can smoke, they can gamble, they can do any other thing without any kind of scrutiny or punishment.
For an environmentalist and co-founder of TAMA Foundation, Dr. Chris Anab, there is the need for government to introduce a more sustainable mining solution rather than using the police and military approach, which he described as ad hoc.
The use of protecting our environment is non-negotiable. Sustainable development is about, ensuring that whatever we do today, the future generation is not shortchanged. They are also able to succeed. How we manage our environment to be able to meet our economic, our social and environmental needs are important. So the case of Dollar Power is been an interesting one. Clearly, we have mining laws in our country. We have the Minerals and Mining Act 26, Act 703, which clearly states under Article 6.1 that, all types of mining requires a form of license. So, if the case in point is that in Dollar Power this is not the case, then we do need to have some engagement to help them regularize their operations. So that one clearly, once it's a legal provision, we have to ensure that that is done. Have established their own structures, leadership structures, in terms of safety, in terms of welfare. And for me, that model must be looked at. Because we are struggling with our local governance model in terms of the lower structures. Talk of the unit committee, fine, the district assembly level, RCCs is perfect. But if you come to unit committee, town, and that level, it's virtually non-functional. In the whole of the West African sub-region, we know what is happening. Almost every country, Burkina, Ivory Coast, Togo, has been hit by vigilante activities. We are very fortunate that we are still not being attacked in a very monumental way. But we don't need to rest on our oars. We need to be very proactive. And in border towns, like Dollar Power, just very close to Ivory Coast, where we are very much aware that vigilante activities are present, and we know minerals drive, they are very much, the rebels and terrorists are interested in mineral resources. So there is an enclave for us to show interest.
The Bole District Assembly over the years, though take revenue from the area, has not been able to put up any infrastructure for the people.
Dollar Power, Tinga, we got even a machine for Tinga to be using for the meantime. But there are other pocket ones that we don't even know about. Like those who sit on our water bodies, by the time we get there, they run away. Next day, they are back. Then we cannot be standing there all the time watching them. These are the people we are worried about. But we have lived with small-scale mining in Bole district. When I was even a baby, the Krupe Kibelema has always mined. We never had these problems. Until recently, we don't even know who are mining. People just come in, anywhere they see that, oh, we can do something here, they start digging. Apart from even spoiling the water bodies, our land is being contaminated with all sorts of chemicals.
The Sustainable Development Goals 11 and 15 seeks to make cities safe, resilient, sustainable, as well protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of territorial ecosystems and reverse land degradation and biodiversity loss. As government takes steps to regularize illegal mining and its impact on the environment, the Minerals Commission, the Ghana Boundary Commission, civil society groups, non-profit organizations, among other stakeholders, must make conscious efforts to addressing the challenges associated with Dollar Power. Until then, the people of Dollar Power must live with the reality of being left to their fate.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
We used to climb on top of it, but now it's like it's a valley.
It was a hill.
It's very big hill.
Like the scarf. That's not your phone. I want to see the lake. Wow. Oh, somebody's image is showing. Okay, this one. Nice. Put them, we see. It's more like that. It's going to change. So your camera quality is good.